Welcome to the Awakened Human Podcast, the place to be for highly progressive yet extremely grounded intuitive guidance, energetic support, metaphysical tools, and higher consciousness for highly successful, ambitious, soul-centered visionaries and leaders like you who want to make a global impact and achieve your highest fulfillment by aligning with your soul's true divine agenda and your role in God's plan of lighted creation, and by utilizing your divine gifts, talents, and abilities from the higher realms. We do this by working with the non-physical realms of higher guidance, energy, intuition, and powerful metaphysical tools for healing and transformation. We understand that the real change and transformation that's being called for on planet Earth and in our own lives and our own businesses doesn't come from outside of us, but rather from within. And that the change that we desire to experience in our lives and in our world requires us to change from the inside. I'm your host, Lori Spagna. I'm a best-selling author, spiritual catalyst, intuitive, energy worker, ascension guide, multidimensional channel, animal communicator, visionary, lightworker, and luminary. I have dedicated my entire professional life to helping thousands and thousands of humans and animals all over the world in service and contribution to the light, which is the expansion, the upliftment, the evolution of humanity, to awaken, to uplift, and to align with our true divine source, which exists within each and every one of us. It is my passion, joy, and purpose to share this information, energy, and consciousness with you. Thank you so much for being here today and for sharing time with me. Let's get started. Well, hello and blessings, you beautiful souls. It is me, Lori Spagna, here with you today for another exciting episode of the Awakened, Elevated Human. Thank you for being here. It's so great to be with you. I am feeling quite joyful and happy. That makes me glad. I'm just like everybody else that way. I just want to feel joyful and happy and fulfilled. Isn't that how you want to feel? Something like that, similar, peaceful, joyful, happy, in love with yourself and life. Well, it is possible for you. It is available for you, but it is not something that is very easily found in the physical world. So that's part of what this podcast is all about, really finding and cultivating your inner joy, your true frequency, your true vibration. So that's what we're going to talk about today, as I have been promising an episode on your core frequency. Now, what is this? What the hell is your core frequency? And what do I mean by that? So everybody in the physical world is talking about raising their vibration. And of course, this is very important, right? And that is a pretty 101 to me at this point. If you've been listening to me, that's a pretty basic concept at this point. But for those who don't know, definitely, by the way, even if you do know, go back and listen to the episode on raising your vibration and what that is, what that means. There's an episode all about that on the podcast. Let's see if we can link that episode below. But here's the thing. It's not just about raising your vibration, right? That's just a baseline step, because in order to raise your vibration, well, let me rephrase this. In order to elevate out of the old paradigm, you have to raise your vibration, right? Because that old paradigm of 3D is all density. It's all full of the energetics associated with shame, blame, drama, victimhood, persecutor, depression, misery, psychopath leaders, guilt, regret, remorse, worry, doubt, fear. I mean, it's all fear-based, right? So you have to raise your vibration to elevate out of those experiences. No question, right? But there's people in that reality who aren't necessarily vibrating, at the frequency of fear, but they're still heavily embedded in 3D. They still need to raise their vibration. In order to elevate yourself in consciousness, you have to be able to raise your vibration, right? You have to know how to do that. But at a certain point, here's what happens. People start raising their vibration. It happens all the time. I've seen it a gazillion times in my classes, in my mentorship, in my retreats. People get very uncomfortable, right? Because their discomfort starts to come up. They get worried and fearful about demonics and heavy energies and energies they don't like, that they judge, shadow stuff. They don't want to pick up other people's energy, right? There's all kinds of stuff like that, right? You become more sensitive. You're a highly sensitive being. Then you're sensitive to all different kinds of energies. What you need to do from there is start to find your core frequency. And this is something no one is talking about. I don't really understand. I guess it's because it's mine to share. I learned this on my own. Like, nobody teaches me this stuff. I'm learning through my journey of healing and resolving my own issues. And I work with the non-physical, and I get taught by the non-physical. Like, my stuff isn't stuff you read in a book. So I don't think anyone's out there teaching this. Of course, I don't really listen to a lot of other people about this kind of stuff at all. So maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's not out there because I'm exposed to it through the platforms where I speak and teach and share, of course, the expos, the conferences, etc. And people aren't speaking about this. They don't understand this concept. But finding your core frequency is the most important thing to do when you're a highly sensitive being and when you're engaging in the world, especially if you are a business coach of some kind or if you're a healer, it's really important if you're a healer, if you're, running a business of some kind, entrepreneur, solopreneur, if you're teaching others, if you speak in front of audiences, or even if you're just in a family where either your spouse or the members of your family are not into this stuff, they think it's woo-woo, or maybe they're just in resistance, whatever. They just think usually we'll call it woo-woo in that case, or it's too far out there for them. Then you're always dealing with those energies in your own family, in your own house, right? So finding your own core frequency becomes literally one of the most important things you can do. And once you find your core frequency and you're able to, and I'll explain more of what that means, but once you're able to embody that core frequency, it becomes more and more challenging for other people to throw you off. It took me a year and a half or more, almost 2 years, to realize, I've been thrown off because I haven't been doing enough of my own replenishment. And I've been working with people energetically that ultimately I got thrown off by, right? And I allowed it and tolerated it because of my own stuff that I've been teaching about. I'm not going to go down there again because you can listen to all the podcast episodes and also watch the video blogs on YouTube to hear more. The point is it's very easy to get back to your core frequency when you start realizing you're off, but you have to maintain it, right? What is your core frequency? It's the vibratory state that you feel most aligned with energetically, and that when you're in that energetic space within your own self, you feel, not emotionally feel, energetically feel so good, better than good, that you can uplift the whole planet. Where you're basically in your element energetically, and you're like, watch out, I'm here, and I'm here to lift you up, to elevate you, to support you, to assist you, because I have the light of the divine running through me. Now, that might be just my words for explaining it. But overall, what your core frequency is the energetic vibration that you embody, emit, and emanate, that you feel so good that nothing and no one can upset you. And that in that state, overall, you're existing as if everything is just so well and good and fine and divine. And everything you touch turns to gold. Or even if you're not at that kind of heightened level, you're just feeling better than good. Nothing's wrong. And you're a positive force in the universe. That is what I mean. Now, that energetic vibration is your natural and organic state of being. It's your right to feel that way. Not right as entitlement, although you could say that. You're right as a being who exists. It's more of the truth of who you are will be revealed through you because you exist there. So therefore, then the idea of finding your core frequency, being at your core frequency, emanating your core frequency It's as much of a selfish act as it is a contribution to the whole of humanity. Right? And finding it is a practice and a process over some time of working and learning how to work with energy. Because everything's energy and everything's vibration and everything is consciousness. So right now, the way most humans identify, even slightly, pretty awakening, people who are on the journey, the way they identify their vibration, whether they know it or not, is typically based on how they feel emotionally. I feel happy. I feel sad. I feel frustrated. I feel angry. And those are important things to be able to identify. But your core frequency will not involve emotion. Not really. It's beyond emotion. That's why I say it's better than good. And it's not really definable by someone else's logic. The logical brain doesn't really understand it. All the logical brain knows is this feels better than good. This feels freaking awesome. What is it? I don't know. Who cares? Now, cultivating that is a practice of getting involved in energetic circles. I do DNA activations. I do healing sessions. I do the Sacred Visionary Mentorship. We're doing it every single meeting. We're doing practices. We do processes. It's being in energetic container that allows you to reveal it to yourself and to start to awaken it from within yourself and to harmonize with it so that it becomes your natural state of being. You're not constantly dragged up and dragged down by the external world. You're able to pretty much sustain it on your own with ongoing practice. This isn't just about breathing and meditating, though that's part of it, but still a small part. Because breathing is awesome, meditating is awesome. They're involved in the process, but it's about understanding how energy, vibration, and frequency works and choosing energy and vibration and frequency that's right and appropriate for you. And then, of course, working with higher consciousness, the infinite, the divine, that also knows how to work specifically with your energy field, which is much more than just a physical body. You're so much more than that, right? Your consciousness is embodying the body, but your consciousness is much greater than the limitations of the body, right? So working with that higher consciousness that is infinitely connected to an infinite source that allows your perfection, your divine perfection, the energy that's right and perfect for you to come through. And the more you resonate with that by being at one with it, the more it becomes natural and organic as part of your true state of being. All right, I hope this is making sense. The idea is that if you can get to your core frequency, you're going to feel better than good. You're going to be feeling your ideal and optimal. You're going to be experiencing yourself energetically in your ideal and optimal state of health and well-being, of youthful vitality, of happiness and joy, deep fulfillment, and love, because those are some of those frequencies that are involved in this, right? In finding your true core frequency, your true core vibration. This is next level, folks. So I get it. It's not something that everybody understands. This is beyond raising your vibration. This is about finding within you the vibration where you resonate and function in your most ideal and optimal state. And yes, it is way better than good. All right. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you want to learn more, please join me for the upcoming DNA activations webinar. They're always listed on my website under events. I'm a little behind these days because, I've been taking some really good time off, traveling, relocating, and restoring myself to my ideal and optimal. But here I am. Didn't take that long. Be sure to listen to the last few podcasts because you'll love them if you liked this. It tells the whole story. It's a really great series. So I hope it's helpful. I want to hear from you. Let me know. Are you enjoying it? Are you benefiting? What would you like to learn more of? Please share the podcast with other people too, so that they can benefit as well. I get it. It's not for everybody, but it is for those of you who are truly visionary people wanting to support and assist in the transformation on earth, want to help and live your best life, live your highest fulfillment. You've got something to share, something to offer, and you want to make a big impact in the world through the work that you do, the service that you bring forward, the contribution you make, and the person that you're being, so you can literally be the most benevolent, best expression of yourself, the best expression of you, and live your highest fulfillment. Okay. I hope this has been helpful. I'm going to sign off for now. I am sending you so much love. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I am wishing you your most benevolent best. Until next time, farewell for now. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for listening today. If you loved the show and if you benefited in any way, if it helped you to up-level or expand your consciousness, if you gained any new insights or ideas, if it made you think or become more aware, or if there were some strategies or intuition that you may have benefited from in any way, would you please do me 2 easy and simple favors? First, if you would be willing to leave a review, it would mean the world to me. I'd be so grateful. And second, if you're willing to share this show with anyone else who would benefit, you can either post it on your social media or just email it to someone and share it with another person or any other people. It would be so awesome. This kind of thing is so helpful in expanding consciousness on the planet and helping others to benefit from this kind of teaching, which just simply isn't generally readily available in the mainstream. So sharing it really helps others benefit and helps our planet evolve and awaken. Plus, expressing gratitude and generosity in this way will also expand your capacity to give and receive even more. Either way, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for participating and for sharing, and overall, just for being the magnificent, the spectacular, the brilliant, the fabulous, the wonderful you that you truly are, and for allowing yourself to be the very best version of you today and every day. All my love and gratitude to you.